essentially, it's kind of like a tree of decisions, and it branches and branches and branches and branches, right? And that's essentially the way that Allah sees it. So Allah is all-knowing. So he knows the outcome of every possible decision you make. So you still have free will because you can still make that decision. This decision is not made for you. I can choose. I'm going to eat this finger. The only difference is Allah knows what would happen if I ate this finger first, but he would also know on if I decided to actually eat this fry first. So if I decided to maybe, Allah would know if I decided to drink and drive one night, and he would also know what would happen if I decided not to. And he would know my life from there. There's a billion outcomes for us, and he knows all of them. So yeah, if you know anything about the multiverse, it's kind of a very similar concept. Most of his wives were older, divorced, or widowed women. That's a huge point. All of them were. He did not marry until he was 25, and he married a 40-year-old woman. Her name was Khadija. That was his first wife. She was 4 years old, and he was her third husband. All of his wives were widows or divorcees, except for Aisha. Aisha was the only one that was his first ever, like virgin bride, like his first ever young bride. And she was the only one. You're so kind and educated. I'm gonna revert, I think. Would Islam accept an AFAB NB person? Islam accepts everybody. Everybody. You could identify as a lobster, and you can still be Muslim. Islam accepts everybody. Do not ever think any different, no matter what anybody tells you. Do you read the Mary story in the Quran? Yeah, I've read the Quran a few times. Obviously, like, I was Christian. So the prophet, Jesus, peace be upon him, and his mother Mary, or Miriam, hold a very, very dear and close place in my heart. How did your parents react to your reversion? My father was very upset. But again, like, as I had mentioned, like, there's a lot of stigma around Islam in Canada. There's a lot of propaganda. There's a lot of Islamophobia. So he didn't even really know what Islam was, and like, it's very complicated. So he was very upset. Obviously now he is all for it, he allows me to do what he wants. He's an atheist, so he doesn't believe any of it, but he allows me to. My stepmom was very curious, I think. She asked just a lot of questions. But in the end, like, she was happy for me, and all of my siblings reacted really well. I was very worried about my older sister's reaction, but she was very, very, very supportive. Was my dad always an atheist? Yeah, so my grandparents, his parents are Christian. His whole family is Christian, and he just never believed in God his whole life, which is unfortunate, but I'm glad you have their support. Oh, thank you. Yeah, they're very curious, so, inshallah, maybe they might see the light one day. So who took you to church? So when my mom was around, when she had left, I really only could attend church at school. And when I went to BC every summer to see my cousins, they were devout Christians. My aunt is like devout Christian, mashallah, like very, 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 like, she is firm in her faith. And then, yeah, like, I had went to a Catholic school, so there was like a chapel there. Did you invite him to Islam before? No. My dad is very firm in his belief, and he does not, he's very against religion. I don't know, like, I don't know what happened. But he's very, very, very against a religion. And like, while I can practice and I can, like, you know, talk about Islam, if I even imply him being a part of it, he gets pretty upset. Oh, thank you for the roses. If you're new here, I'm fundraising for Droplets of Mercy charity. We did, at the beginning of the live stream, we did a $300 donation, and that $300 came from you guys, from live gift donations. So any of the money I make from live streaming is going to be donated. We did a donation today. We're going to be doing one more at the end of Ramadan. So just know that, yeah, any gifts that you send me are going to be going to a good cause, mashallah. We did hit my goal on the campaign page, which is in my bio. It says my goal is $10,000. It was actually $500, and we beat that today. So yeah, like, that is all because of you guys. I am from Canada. I live in Saskatchewan right now. I was born in Calgary, Alberta. Are you Muslim? Yeah. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. We got lots of viewers today. Mashallah. I hit 17,000 followers today, which is just super, super cool. Oh, hi, Jordan. Is it cold? Yeah, so it snowed a few days ago. We got a massive amount of snow. Been to the rodeo? I live in Saskatchewan. I was born in Alberta. Yeah, I've been to the rodeo. I can also line dance pretty well. Are you sure Muslim is right? You have not proved it. You heard or born in Muslim family, and you are. Ashadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. I just took my shahada right then and there to confirm I am Muslim. 17.1k actually. Yeah, mashallah. What is your mother tongue? My mother tongue is English. I am not bilingual. I'm not multilingual. I speak English. I am from Canada. I was born in Canada. And I